Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU and welcome back to Cultists playthrough / tutorial. Before we begin, I would like to express my sincere and most humble apologies for not uploading a videocast yesterday. However, I was having a few too many drinks, let's just put it this way. If you are following my Twitter, then you are aware of this problem I had last time. I was actually kinda tempted to record a videocast still, but in all honesty, I wasn't like totally drunk, so there was no way it would have been hilarious. I was just, I was just a little bit tipsy, so I wouldn't be able to provide comical or satirical value to my video, and I certainly would not be able to provide any informative value to the video either. So I thought, you know what, I would rather just not record anything at all, so I did not. However, today I am, and there are a few things I am going to talk about. Firstly, I renamed my city, finally. Now it has the proud name of Mugunhwa, which is a name for a Korean national flower. It's a really pretty flower, you can see it in a lot of things Korean. It's a fairly famous flower, and the word Mugun itself, it means... I forgot. There are like... It's a very nice word either way. Something about abundance, I don't remember honestly, and it's a little bit hard for me to translate to English rather than Polish. Either way, it's a very significant word, and it also is a name of a spaceship from my favorite love story of all times. And since currently I'm thinking a lot about love, then I thought this would be an appropriate name. So I went with it. Now, as for the game itself, I'm going to do something. As you can see, I'm right now gaining a decent amount of influence per 10, 14 total, and I have 109 already. And as you can see, when I click on this village, it costs me only 60 to convert it. What I'm thinking is, since I'm producing so much influence anyway, and since it is winter right now, so my movement is severely hindered, instead of saving my influence and rushing to get those two villages, I'm going to convert this village first and then go to convert those two villages. My reasoning for this is very simple. Either way, getting to those villages will not be so easy, and at the very least I'll already start gaining some benefits from us converting this village right over here. Which is why I'm going to do this already. And I'll have the time to regain the influence I spent, and have the influence for the next time. So by all means, I'm rather satisfied with this idea I had, and I'm going to just do what I said that I'm going to do. Now, it did give me an additional point of population in my city, which looks like automatically assigned to influence. I'll let it stay over there. Actually, I should be making 45, not 40. Game, why you lying to me? There we go, 45. Now that's better. So I'm going to have almost enough influence to convert this village when I get next to it. Not quite enough, but it will be decent. And as for my hero, I was thinking what to do with him as well, because this army is nowhere near good enough to be a challenge to any of the enemy AI armies. At the same time, what else can I really do with it? Well, the idea is actually fairly simple. I'll go over there and scout in the direction of necrophages. I already discovered the necrophages, right? So what's the worst that can happen if I continue scouting them and discovering what is in their territory or close to their territory? I think it's only beneficial for me, as I'll gain more intel that could prove to be very valuable to me, and perhaps I'll be able to kill something little as well, which would be nice. Also, I just noticed I do have quite a few spies, so I'm going to go ahead and activate them. They should be activated at all times in all honesty, but I kind of forgot about this. I'm not quite at the point where I want to activate the gold though. I will use it in more of a late game right now. I don't really care too much, and I don't need to do it too much either. So there is that. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Now, hopefully the winter will end soon, but actually no. I just realized that... I just remembered what the effects of this winter were, and I remembered that it hurts my enemies more than it hurts me. So never mind, let this winter last for as long as it takes. I'm fine with that. I'm losing dust, though I just noticed. I didn't notice this last time. But I'm sure I'll be fine, right? Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and keep on scouting in this general direction, since I haven't discovered too much in this area. Maybe there are some more villages to pacify and possibly convert. I'm not too keen on converting any villages in this region, because it's a bit close to the necrophages, and they can just go in and burn down whatever they please. So I'm a bit worried to do that, but I will once I'm done converting villages in those regions. So I have enough influence to convert this village, so I'll gladly do just that. I have a Tetak right here, very nice. I could assimilate them as well if I wanted to, but I do not. So there is that. I'm now actually losing a lot more dust than it says. Oh yes, indeed I am. Because, unfortunately, the side effect of converting villagers is that you gain extra units. And those units do cost you dust, which is a problem as you can see. But I can actually move some of my population from industry production into dust production. And it will be fine-ish. I still want to keep on making as much influence as I possibly can though. So let's make sure that I'm actually in the blue in terms of dust. Thank you very much. And everybody else will continue working on influence. Now obviously my financial situation will stabilize a little bit once the winter is over. But either way, right now I'm kind of satisfied with how it is going. And the winter is over as soon as I say this. Because it felt that, oh, maybe this winter actually does not benefit the AI too much. So it went away. I bet that this is what the computer was thinking. I bet. No, it's probably not. It's not that smart, thankfully. Thankfully or unfortunately, I'm not too sure. I always liked the idea of AIs. Anyway, let's go ahead and, I mean, you know, big AIs. Let's go ahead and get close to this village. I do not have enough influence to convert them. Let's see how much I need. 100. That shouldn't be too bad. I can in fact get 100 next turn, so I'll just stand there and wait. Meanwhile, you, dear sir, just continue scouting along and see what there is to see. Another village burned down by the evil necrophages. And I certainly will not convert them. Firstly, it would cost too much and oh boy. Secondly, it's right next to the Violet player. Who's that? I think I assigned Violet to voters. Either way, I want to stay as far away from this place as possible because this is where the danger zone is. I don't want to reveal myself to too many players just yet. So let's try not to do that, shall we? Alright, Mugunwa. What can you do for me? Well, you're growing nicely, you're producing some stuff. I only need 100 influence, although, and while I still need to keep and maintain a decent income of a decent gain of influence, I only need to have 100 next turn. So, can I move some more population? Yes, I'll have exactly 100 next turn, and at the same time the borough streets will be produced much faster than otherwise, so I'm satisfied with that. And the last population I'm going to move into science production and some more into science so I can get meritocratic promotion a little bit faster, which will be very helpful for me, so I can have more units in a single garrison. Speaking of which, I'm probably going to leave this attack here. And actually, you know what I could do? Move those two attacks, I mean the attack and the dredge, to this army, move the Ended and the Demon away so I can complete my faction quest. That's actually a smart thing to do, let's do it right now. So, I'll convert this village next turn, so I'll be able to do that. You did attack, start making your way over there because you take forever, because you started in a forest for no reason. And as for my other armies, it will cost me a fortune to move them to my city, but I do want to do this because I want to make sure that all my armies are within one region per se. Actually not per se, literally in one region, from which I can mobilize them really quickly and efficiently. So let's put my armies in my city, and once I'm out of space in there, I'll put them inside the Kazanji village. So this will not be too bad. I also want to desperately evacuate everybody from this icework cave or whatever village, because it is way too close to the fortress to my liking. It will probably get burned down. I could try to defend it, but it would be fairly tricky, I assume. So there is this problem. I'm losing a ton of dust right now, I'm aware, but it could be worse, and I'm willing to take this kind of dip in my economy for one more turn, and next turn it should ease up a little bit. Alright, let's end the turn. So far things are producing fairly nicely. In fact, things are going so well, I'm going to just go ahead and take a sip of water, because I can. From a bottle, yes, I know, it's a shark. I bought it at a bus stop. Very exciting story, I'm sure. Anyway, another demon is ready, which is nice, and oh no! How did I see you? No, we cannot live together in harmony, and know all too well how this is going to end. You're going to declare war on me. Or at the very least burn down my villages. Where did I meet you? Here. Of course, it's a settler too. Alright, first things first, kill the settler so it does not settle here. Thank you very much. I'm not dumb enough to let them live. So there we go. Oh, I didn't split my army. Right, so when you want to kill a settler, what you want to do is always split your armies, because when you attack a settler, it will retreat, it will have half health left. So then you want to use a second army to kill it again, or rather force it to retreat again, costing it half of its health again, and as a result it will be left with no life. Now, I will not be able to kill the settler, and as such, unfortunately, he will be able to settle in this region on the very next turn. Now, I could destroy the city right away. On the very first turn that a city is settled, it has no defense, it has no defenders, you can just take it away, and I would gain some production stockpiles from it. But it would involve me declaring war on the Voltres, which is a rather silly and stupid idea. If anything, I want to have peace with them. I want to trade technologies and make sure that they do not do anything to me. And there I'm being careful, that's already a problem, because they probably have a better army than I could imagine or hope to acquire. Alright, let's have a quick look at the status screen. Military and the Voltres. I'm here, very low I know, but I'm getting higher slowly. Voltres are better than the necrophages, and that is a problem. They are actually really powerful right now. In terms of research, they are not as powerful as the Draken are. Unsurprisingly though, for some reason Drakena are quite often quite powerful in the games that I play against the AI. I'm not too sure why, but it's probably... I actually don't know. It might have something to do with the vision again and the stat. That's how I would explain it in multiplayer at the very least. In single player though, I'm not too sure. Because I'm pretty sure that regardless AI probably, you know, has map hacks of some description. Maybe not actually, I'm not too sure. It might not in endless games, but it might also have it. Alright, I have some extra movement. You know what I could do? Split my army so that this guy cannot walk through me. The downside is I would not have enough dust to last for the next turn. And that's a pretty big downside if you ask me. Alright, anyway, let's convert this village. Very nice. And let's make my plan commence. So, first things first, those two guys, I'm actually going to sell them because I'm in a pretty... No, I cannot afford to sell them. I will need them as cannon fodder. Besides, they are ended and a demon. They are useful in their own right, even if they are so under-equipped and under-leveled. Instead, then, I'm going to make them move over here. The Cultist army are going to med with the Tetax, and you go in there as well. Alright, so now I have two armies. This army is going to walk back to my home city. Like a good boy. Right there, thank you very much. And this army is going to complete the faction quest for me, which is rather important, mind you. So there we go, there's that. That's all my influence gone, so I'm not unfortunately able to do anything with my Empire plan development. So I will have to apply no changes and just be gone with it, unfortunately. It's a little bit of a bummer, but there isn't much I can do about it. Alright, can I get any of my units inside the city this turn? Unfortunately not. I can get a demon, but it looks like the city will be full very quickly anyway, so I might not actually even bother moving this demon over there. So let's think, how do I want to move my population around? Well, I do need to get some borough streets in a fairly major way, and I can ease up on the influence production a little bit. Actually, how much does it cost to declare war on the voters? Declaration of war, that's 33 influence. Alright, I want to make 33 influence until the next turn, so that if the enemy does settle a city, I can just destroy it right away. It will possibly be a big problem for me. It could be a very big mistake for me, because the voters could have what it takes to destroy me, but at the same time, I finally have a decent amount of converted villagers. I mean, this doesn't look too impressive, but it is the beginnings of an empire, and if I could try and hold out near this village, for example, and maybe even go in and capture some more of the enemy cities before they mobilize, things could look decent. Could, might, probably would not. If anything, I would love to kill the settler instead of having to destroy a city, but we will see how it goes. Anyway, I need 33 influence, and I'll have 34 if I leave this much population in, that's good. Can I move some of my population to food production, which I really do want to? Indeed I can. Like so, and now food, I'll have extra population just 3 turns regardless. Oh, that's interesting. But I can make myself stop losing dust, which is what I'll go for, because this is my last turn of gaining extra dust from Empire Plan. Alright, good. I'm again not losing dust, which is rather important because I'm about to start losing a ton. Do I want to... I really do not want to declare war on the voters. So I really am going to split my army, like so. And it's going to cost me a lot of dust, but maybe, just maybe, it will be enough to stop this guy from settling in this region. Unless he settles on this town, which is a possibility. It would be rather stupid, this would be a worthless city, but knowing AI, it's quite likely that it would do something like this. How much would it cost to convert this? Oh wow, never mind. Right, I forgot that it is banned down, which doubles the cost. Kinda harsh, to be honest with you, but it's okay though, it's still okay. I really need to get the technology to gather titanium and glass steel, because I could sell a lot of those on the marketplace, once again the required technology of course. But either way, let's see what this guy does. He moves away into another neutral region. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is what I should have done to begin with. So you just say, you go in there and force this guy to retreat. So I attack like so. I deselect this. I go into spectator mode because I want to review this terrain around there. And I choose offensive, and the guy is going to retreat, have some health left. Oh, and it's not going to reveal anything because he retreated. Right. And now with this army, I'm going to attack again. And he's not going to have any health left on him. And he will die once he retreats again, and he will retreat. Besides, even if he didn't retreat, he would die anyway. So there we go, the cellar is gone. I don't have to worry about declaring war on the voters. Things went pretty well, if I have to be entirely honest with you. So I'm certainly satisfied. I can in fact lower my influence production a little bit. Do I want to do that? Not quite, if I have to be entirely honest with you. Because I do still need this influence. But we will see. Anyway, you just said, please do enter a city. And enter it, like, truly. Alright, that's nice. How about my armies? You just say you should be moving into Mongunwa. That will be helpful. And you continue trying to finish your quest. Oh, I actually moved those guys already. That's strange. Right, got another ice work I can see. Oh, yeah, nice. My armies are slowly but surely growing. That's good, but I'm losing a ton of dust. And next turn I'll be actually bankrupt. So let's make sure that does not happen. Meritocratic promotion in 2 turns. Can I get it in 1 turn? This would be very, very helpful, in fact. Well, it's hard to say. I cannot actually move population around, and it would not help me in any major way anyway. Actually, it looks like it doesn't matter if I have... Oh no, I just need to have 1 population in science production. Alright, everybody else, get working on influence. I certainly do still need it. You always need influence as the Cultists. It's just a given. You need it. It's as simple as that. Alright, I cannot convert this guy because I don't have enough influence points. Otherwise I could, because even though it's in the enemy territory, I still am bordering it from a non-enemy territory. And this is a good enough valid reason to convert a village. Would I want to do this? Well, the tile bonuses I would gain are pretty bad, in all honesty. But at the very least, the enemy would not get Ursus, who can be a bit of a pain when you fight against them. So I would like that indeed. Alright, let's see what happened. And, oh, for crying out loud! This, I think, means war. This hero is almost dead too. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, so first things first. I think I do want to sign a peace treaty with the voters. In fact, I wanted to do this last turn, but I forgot. So that they are a little bit more peaceful, but I kind of want to kill them now. Let's see, do they want peace? No, they do not. I would have to pay for that, and I wanted them to pay for the peace offer. So, alright. I think I can do more damage if I'm manual this. Let's have a quick look at the initiative. Oh, they have way higher initiative. But because of their poor range, I mean, the hero does have a long range. So I'm going to go into manual. I think I will be able to deal some damage. But I will lose this village, which is mighty annoying, but there's much else I can do, unfortunately. So let's make sure that my guy is as far away from the enemy as humanly possible. In fact, this is probably a better location because I'm also in a forest, so the hero will not be able to do too much to me either. Let's stay ready. And who do I want to attack? Well, the first attack is going to walk to probably this town, so let's try and focus on this attack and deal as much damage as possible. So, oh, he actually walked on the low ground. Nice. The hero is going to try and block me in, but I should still have range to kill or at the very least attack that attack. But no. Looks like oh wow, I killed the hero. That's very nice. This hero now is... I mean, the hero is going to stay alive because I will not win this fight, but at the same time, the hero will only have 1 health left, which is kinda nice. I'm sure I'd rather kill a attack, but that was pretty good. I'm actually feeling kinda nice about myself. Should I try to declare war on the voters? Can I dare? Do I dare to do so? Can I accomplish anything if I try? Maybe, actually, maybe. How much? 150. I keep forgetting. Huh. I would lie if I said that this isn't tempting. It certainly is, but then again, I'm also worried about the necrophages. Hum. All those possibilities though, they are so tempting. And besides, I cannot let somebody just go around and murder my villagers. Can I? No, indeed I cannot. That's the wrong thing to do. So I think next time I have meritocratic promotion. So starting from the next turn, Also things are going to happen because I'll be able to create nice big armies that I'll send at the enemy and wreak havoc. I like this idea. Alright, let's make more barrow streets because I do need to level up my city towns quite badly and I need to finish my triangle ASAP. Can I move population from science? No, I cannot because I'm a bastard. Can I move population from dust? I can, I'll lose some more dust, but I also gain dust from ruins, so I can actually afford to do that for a while. Ouch. That is actually kind of painful though. I can move some people from barrow streets and they'll be still done in 4 tennis. 4 tennis is good enough for me. Can I move them into food? Yes, but what's the point? There's that. Yada 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 yada. All of this is done. Now, as for you, dear army, you cannot go into a city, but you should be able to, but you cannot because you lost all your movement points, right? But you can merge together, so I have to pay less for the army upkeep. Right, that's nice. Anything else? No, I do not have any other units nearby. Now, there's a problem. The Volturi army might go in and try to bend down this village right there, which would be a problem indeed, but hopefully I'll be able to remedy that somehow. Anything else I need to do this then? Not particularly, so I can just go ahead and end it right now. And in fact, because it is kinda late and I need to upload this videocast ASAP because of what I did yesterday, or rather of what I did not do, I'm just going to end it right here. Ladies and gentlemen, it was PANCZASU, also known as the Mighty Mix Spammer. Thank you very much for watching. Crying aloud, that's somebody who colonized here and their name is necrophages. And I'll see you online.